Hello everyone, welcome back to Testimony Time with Studio. Um, it's been a long time. I think it's been about 3 years since I posted something on my YouTube channel. But since then, a lot has happened. One of the most exciting things that happened to me last year in October is that I got married to an amazing guy. But that I'll tell you about that, in another post, in another video. But yeah, and fast forward 4 months after my wedding, um, I realized that I was having lower abdominal pains, and I just thought, oh, okay, I'm a lady, so we tend to have these things. And then my tummy began to just grow, and I thought I might be pregnant, because sometimes, even though I didn't miss my period, sometimes you can be pregnant, you can still be pregnant and have your menses as a lady. So I checked, I did a pregnancy test and found out that it was negative. 2 months after that, my husband traveled back to Botswana, and so I was here by myself. And April, I sent him a picture of myself, and I did not say anything about it. I just sent him a picture, and he was excited because he thought I was pregnant, because that my tummy was so big. But I then had to explain to him that I'm not pregnant, and I started going to see my doctors who had done so many blood tests, and one of the things they checked was my cervical cancer, and it came out negative. And I also told them that, you know what, sometimes I just feel like there's something in there, like literally when I touch my tummy, I feel there is something in there. I might be pregnant even though the pregnancy test doesn't show it. So they did the bloods to just check pregnancy as well. It came negative. And when he'd done everything, he decided to do a scan, which then revealed that I had fibroids. 2 months after the scan results, I saw a specialist who decided that after the examination that I needed to do MRI scan, because he believed that even though the scan revealed 3 big fibroids, that I needed to do MRI scan, because he believes there are some hiding that could not be revealed by the scan. So I've done the scan, and well, I'm yet to see, I'm going to have surgery. But what I want to talk about now is the things that I've had to go through, how I have coped with, having to go around carrying this heavy tummy for, it's been 9 months now, literally like 9 months. The time that is enough for you to cook a baby in your tummy. That's how long I have been carrying these for. And they have become very heavy, and it's kind of been very difficult with my job as well, because I do a very heavy job, and most times I'm running around carrying a heavy tummy. It's been really a challenge for me over the past, especially the past 2-3 months have been a bit difficult for me. One of the other things that I had to deal with was people's comments. Well, a lot of them say such things out of love. Example, they know that I am married now, so when they see a big tummy, they are just thinking, okay, she might be pregnant. And sometimes it's tough to ask a person if they are pregnant if they haven't told you so. But because I'm this person that is so very approachable, I find that most of the times people just think they can just say things, not considering how I'm going to feel, because most time I'll just be laughing about things and I don't take things personal. Yeah, so some of the things that have been said were things like, example, I met a friend of mine in town once. I was walking from work, and she's a sister of mine that I love so much, and she knows that I'm married, that maybe I might want to have children. And she met me in town, and just from a distance, she shouted, "Oh, sis, oh my gosh, congratulations, it's showing. Oh my God, it's showing." And she's saying this, looking at my tummy. And well, um, I had to tell her that it wasn't pregnancy. Most time I'm thinking, should I just say thank you, or do I explain to people? So because she's my friend and I know that she meant, good. I had to explain to her, and she felt really bad, which I don't want people to feel bad when I tell them, but she really felt bad for saying that. Sometimes it's even in church. I happen to be in the music ministry in church, and sometimes when I just come down after ministering in worship, and I come down, and after church some people would come to me and say, "Oh, congratulations," or some would say, boldly say, "Oh, are you pregnant?" And it's been well, it's been a challenge to have to, because sometimes I just feel like I don't, or people explaining to them what's happening. But at the same time, I just feel like it would be misleading if I have to say to people, "Oh, yeah, thank you," and they congratulate me for what they think is pregnancy. Some people, though, have said things that sometimes I think back and think, oh, people don't really think of things, or think of other people's feelings, or how people are going to feel about things before they say them. I've had people say, "Oh, are you pregnant?" And then when I explain to them, they are like, "Oh, just go remove your womb then." Or, "Well, maybe you're not because you are too old anyway." And, things like that have been stuff that I think people should really consider, other people's feelings before they talk about things. I'm here talking about this today because I know that what I have, a lot of women go through this. I mean, the study shows 1 in 3 women have fibroids, and it's not because you've done anything wrong. It's not because spiritually you are too weak in faith, because I tend to realize, and over the years, that people think that when you go through some stuff as a Christian, it means you are weak in faith. Some people actually, especially concerning fibroids, they think they are demonic. It just means, you are spiritually attacked, or it's demonic things in your tummy and stuff like that. But I want to let women know that no, fibroids are just fibroids, something that happens to women because of our hormones. Normally it is for ladies between their 30s and 50s, of course, yes, when they are still productive. You can experience such, you can have fibroids, and there are treatments for that. There are now tablets that you can take when I first saw my GP, he gave me those tablets. I didn't react very well to the tablets. It made me really sick. Actually, my hair was falling. They worked kind of like chemo. I was feeling really weak, very sick. My hair was falling. If you remember me very well, you'd know that I've had dreadlocks for some time. That's one of the reasons I had to cut my dreadlocks, because my hair was now like falling off, very weak and falling. And I stopped them. So obviously I was meant to be taking them for 3 months for them to be effective or produce results. So I had to cut them and see the gynecologist, who is now planning on operating on them so they can be removed. Yeah, so that's it really, I think, for now, and I will keep you updated. But what maybe before I finish, what I want to say is to say to the ladies out there that it's okay to be having or carrying these fibroids. It's okay to talk about them. It's okay to, as ladies, so we help one another, so we can know how we can deal with things like this, or maybe people that are coming after us. One of the reasons why I have created this page is to talk about things that are happening to me, so that, you know, the younger generations that come after me, or maybe even, you know, people that of my age that are going through the same thing, can realize that they are not the only ones going through stuff, that other people are going through the same thing, that maybe this can encourage another person out there to just, you know, chin up and have hope, and know that, you know, there is help out there. You can get help if you want help. If you want them removed, you can have them removed. If you want to go through the process where you go to the GP and you get the tablets and have them, you know, shrink, you do that. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you today before I have my operation. Thank you. So now I think this moment that I am going to reveal what you guys haven't seen in a very long time. So this is me. This is what I have been carrying, guys, for 9 months. So this is what I have been carrying. I don't know if you can see this one. Well, it's been 9 months. So really, if it was a baby, they'd be due to be delivered now. But if you come closely, you would realize that there's this hole here. My umbilical is still in. It's inverted. If you are pregnant, this comes out and it becomes pointy. But that's the difference. I've been carrying this for 9 months. And really, I haven't changed my diet from the time, you know, when if you know me, from last year, by the time I got married around January, before this started, I was a size 8 and 10. And I haven't changed my diet from when I was eating then. Still eat the same thing. But I'm saying this because a lot of people have said, oh, it's because maybe now you are married. That's another thing. Now that you are married, people think because you are married, you are not looking after yourself. Yeah. But I have been hiding it really well. Because if I stay like this, if people see me right now, they wouldn't believe. A lot of people don't realize because I don't wear dresses like this anymore. Yeah. Yeah. I'm so looking forward to have this taken out.